Hi guys, so today I'm doing this look for you guys inspired by my curry stained nails. I'm going to start off with my brows and I'm using my Jordana Cosmetics Fabu Brow Pencil in the shade dark brown, and I outline the bottom, then the top, and then I fill it in. It totally depends on how I feel. That's pretty much how I do my brows. If I'm, not really in the mood to do them, I just fill in the whole thing and don't even do the bottom and top line thing. I just fill it in. Alright, but I'm gonna fill in between those two lines wherever the hairs are a bit too thin, and then I'm gonna blend it out using this spoolie brush. 95% of the brushes that I am using are from the new Moda collection brush sets from Royal and Lanical, which I recently reviewed. I'll have a coupon code down below which you guys can use to save 20%, so definitely check that out. Okay, but I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro HD concealer in the shade Fawn and apply that under my brow, and this is gonna help clean up my brow, give it that sharp, crisp look. If you're not into this, you do not have to do it. I'm also gonna go in with my Maybelline matte poreless foundation in the shade Cappuccino, and I'm gonna use my foundation brush, not my foundation brush, my concealer brush, which is not from Royal and Lanical. That's one of the brushes that it was lacking, that set, and I'm just gonna use this to clean up my brow and give it that defined look that I prefer. If you're not into this, like I said, you do not have to do it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel and apply some of this to my brows. It's kind of like hairspray for the brows. It keeps your hairs in place, and it also makes the brow product last a bit longer. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna add some concealer to the inner and outer part of my eye area, and this is gonna help even out the darkness around my eye, okay, and make my canvas, basically a bit more even for me to work with. Okay, and I'm blending that out with a foundation brush from Royal and Lanical. Then I'm going to prime my lid using my LA Girl Pro Primer in the shade Nude, and go in again with that foundation brush and blend that out. Alright, you guys, now using my L'Oreal Infallible Matte Powder in the shade Cocoa, I'm just going to apply this as my transition color using this blending brush from Royal and Lanical. Then I'm going to go in with my OPV Pigmented Shadow Palette, and I'm using this gray shadow, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my lid, the entire lid, okay? And this is just going to be one of two colors that we're applying to the lid to create that kind of greenish gray look, okay? I'm gonna go in with my blending brush again, blend out my crease to make sure those colors are nice and smooth. Then I'm gonna go in with this MAC pigment called Old Gold and just apply the smallest amount to my lid, just to kind of give that gray, that kind of like curry look, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my INGLOT gel liner in number 77, and I'm actually using a brow brush from one of the new Moda sets to apply my gel liner and create my wing. They do have a separate brow set, but they did not have like a designated like liner brush, so I just decided to use the brow brush for that. So the liner is completely optional if you have hooded lids, or the eyeliner wing liner doesn't look proper on you or anything. You can just go with a straight line and pop on lashes. You don't even have to do the liner, just pop on some lashes or mascara and you'll be good to go. After I'm done with my liner, I'm gonna go in and clean it up using my foundation shade, and it's in Cappuccino from the Maybelline Fit Me Pore Matteless Matteless. I'm making a whole new thing. Matte formula. Then I'm gonna go in with this glitter. It's called Caramel Apple from Eye Candy, and my e.l.f. glitter primer. And I prime first and then apply the glitter on top because the primer is sticky, so it holds onto that glitter really well. Now I'm gonna go in with my mascara, apply some to the top lashes. Alright, I'm also going to go in and apply some concealer under my eye area to help with any discoloration, and then blend it out again using my foundation brush. Then I'm going to prime under my lower lashes using my LA Girl Pro Primer in the same shade Nude, and then I'm going to go in with my matte powder from L'Oreal, and I'm going to use the other side of that brush, which is a small shader brush, and blend out that powder under my lower lashes and kind of give it a smoky effect. Once I have that done, I'm gonna choose my lashes, and I'm using the Miracle Lash Snob Lashes, and I'm just gonna pop those on, and the tool I'm using is called Scissor Tweezers. I'll put a link down below to them since you guys asked me about what this tool is and where you can get it. You can get it on Amazon, you can also get it in Walmart and beauty supply stores. For eyeliner, I'm using my LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade Very Black for my waterline. I'm just gonna darken that up really nicely. Then I'm gonna go in with some mascara and apply that to my lower lashes as well, because I want them to stand out a bit more. Okay, I really do love the formula of this mascara. It's just a brush that I have an issue with. It's just it's not really doing it for me. But that is it for the eye look. As you guys could see, simple but yet very glam and sparkly. You can definitely use this for prom if you wanted to. Then I'm gonna move on to the face, and I'm using my Fit Me matte poreless foundation from Maybelline in the shade Cappuccino, and I'm using my complexion brush from Royal and Lanico, and I'm just gonna blend some of that out. And after I'm done blending out just a bit of that, I'm gonna go in with my orange corrector from Alley Girl and just correct around my mouth area where I have some hyperpigmentation. You can do this before or after foundation. Then I'm gonna continue on with my foundation application to cover up that orange concealer, and then just finish off my foundation application on the rest of my face. Alright you guys, now using the OPV concealer palette, I'm going to use the darkest shade that's in this palette and use it as my contouring shade, and I'm just going to apply it to the areas where I want to contour. So my cheek area, okay, my sides of my face, and the sides of my forehead. And I'm going to go in with this synthetic contouring brush from Royal and Lanico. If I didn't mention, all their brushes that they just came out with, the Moda collection, are all vegan. There are no animal fibers being used to create the brushes, and they're all very soft, so definitely a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish off my contour and blend it out with this super soft brush, and whatever product is left on the brush, I'm just gonna use this to contour the sides of my nose. Then I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl HD concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just gonna use this as my highlight for today and just to brighten up under my eye area. And then I'm gonna go in with that same foundation brush that I was using earlier and just blend this out using like a tapping motion. You kind of want to do this. It kind of decreases the chances of you having lines in your concealer or foundation. Okay, so once I have that blended out really nicely, you don't really need powder to set this concealer, but if you have oily skin, you might want to. After I'm done blending out my under eye concealer, I'm going to go in and highlight the bridge part of my nose, my cupid's bow area as well. And I'm just going to try to apply that concealer right in the areas where I want it, so I don't have to put a whole bunch and then it takes forever to blend it out. I'm going to go in with that foundation brush again and just blend that out very slightly. And I'm also going to blend out the bridge part of my nose. And then to darken up my contour, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal matte powder in the shade Cocoa and the same contour brush that I used earlier to blend out that concealer that I used, the dark concealer that I used to contour with. And I'm just going to darken up my contour just a bit and also set it in place. I'm also going to use that same brush with whatever product is left on the brush to darken up my contour by my nose area and make my nose a bit more defined, and also set the concealer that I used to contour the area. Even though I didn't really use like a whole bunch, the product that was left on the brush when I did it, you know, it is an oily product, so definitely a must set. I'm going to go in with my complexion brush, slightly blend it out, and then I'm going to go in with this new blush that I got from Wet n Wild. I believe it's called Mellow Wine, and I'm going to use that powder brush to apply it. Then I'm going to go in with my highlight from Makeup Addiction. It's called Orgasmic, and I'm using my foundation brush to apply that. I also want to kind of show you guys that you don't need a whole bunch of different brushes to do certain things. So you could definitely use one brush for many different things. It just all depends on the steps you use the brush in, okay? I'm going to use this lip brush to actually apply my Cupid's bow highlight. So I'm going to apply that on the bridge part of my upper lip, and then on the Cupid's bow, the highest points of my Cupid's bow area, just to highlight that area to make the top part of my lip just appear slightly fuller. I'm also going to use some of that highlight to the tip part of my nose and then to the bridge part of my nose as well. And this will kind of center all that light to the, you know, center part of your nose and make it appear straighter and more defined. And it also gives it more of a natural look when it's slightly shiny, just a little bit. Alright, for lips, I'm using this liquid lipstick from a company called The Lip Bar. It's called Boss Lady. and I'm just gonna put that on. Then I'm gonna go in with a very dark plum purpley liner. It's from Clean Color. I believe it's called Smoky Purple. I've had this liner pencil for about 4 years. Okay, it's one of my favorite liners that I have. I use it for the eyes or lips depending on what I need it for. And I'm just gonna go ahead and outline the whole lip area. Then I'm just gonna darken it up just a bit because I want more of a ombre look. Okay, with some liquid lipstick formulas you can't do this because the liquid lipstick doesn't interact well with pencils because they might have oils in them and wax, and it just messes up the formula and the look of everything. But I didn't experience that with this formula, so I'm very happy about that. Then I'm going to go back in with a bit more of that liquid lipstick and just blend out those two colors together. And I'm also going to clean up around my mouth area using my foundation, okay, and my concealer brush. This part is optional, but you know, if you want a crisper line with your lipstick, you can definitely use your foundation just to clean up around your mouth area to give you that crisper line look, and then you could set it with a bit of powder. Alright you guys, so I'm going to finish cleaning up my lip area, and I'm going to set it with some of my Vanity neutral set powder. It's one of my favorite powders to use to set anything on my face because it doesn't give me flashback, it doesn't look weird or anything like that. So now I'm going to go ahead, brush off that excess powder and spray my face with some setting spray. This one is from Loreal, and it helps kind of, you know, just bring the whole look together by kind of sealing everything in, taking away that powdery look and making your makeup look super fresh and making it last all day. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial, you guys. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up meaning like this video, so like it. Comment down below, and I'll see you all very soon in my next tutorial that I already have planned for you guys. Okay, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.